When I tell you how incomprehensibly disgusted I am by this, trust I want to use much stronger language.
Be found dead in camping area at Electric Forest, Rothbury, Michigan. Michigan State Police are investigating after the body of a newborn baby was found in a portable bathroom at Electric Forest. The body of the neonate was discovered Sunday morning, June 28th, in the camping area on the final day of the four-day festival in the village of Rothbury in Oceana County.
Now, for those of you that don't know, this is kind of personal to me because I spent most of basically the entirety of my 20s immersed in festival life, weekend to weekend throughout my 20s, and especially my early and mid 20s. I was at a music festival all through late spring and through the summer, all the way into early fall. I, in 2011, spent 15 weeks on the road traveling from festival to festival to festival, a couple concerts in between. So this hits home for me because this comes from some of the most formative years of my life. Now, I've never spoken on this one because this channel isn't about music festivals or music in general. It is, generally political and, some social commentary at times. And also, I have, close acquaintances that have successfully and safely brought their kids to music festivals for years and years and years, ever since they were little. I know that it can be done right. Nonetheless, though, I have, from my very first festival, seen pregnant women, very pregnant women, walking around out in that heat, out away from any sort of infrastructure, proper infrastructure to deal with whatever medical emergency they may have, and that will likely be more complicated by the fact that they are pregnant. But now we got to talk about it, not only because of this incident that just occurred up at the forest, but because I have been, in the lead up to forest, been seeing young women post in the Electric Forest 2026 FB page asking, do you think that it's appropriate? Do you think that it's safe? Do you think that it's a good idea to bring my 2-year-old, my 4-year-old, my 5-year-old? Scene one, and I'm sure if anyone from that forest page sees this, they will know exactly what post I'm talking about. Scene one lady talking about, do you think it'd be okay to bring my 2-year-old because they're having serious FOMO? No, they're not, ma'am. You're having FOMO. You're a narcissist. If you're unable to sacrifice 1 year of Electric Forest or any large-scale major music festival because you have a child, you maybe shouldn't have that child. My personal opinion. You don't like it, fuck you. When I said indescribably disgusted, I meant indescribably. Now, back to the narcissists that can't give up partying for their children. You, ma'am, are exactly what I just said, a narcissist. You think that your good time is more important than the safety and care of your child inside of your womb, your flesh and blood. And I'm sure plenty of people are going to be like, oh, no, it's if you can come to festival if you're pregnant, you just got to take it easy. No, again, you are going to a place that does not have the necessary medical infrastructure to deal with whatever complications may arise while you are there, much less the complications made all the more worse by the fact that you are pregnant. You are, whether you like it or not, whether you think it or not, whether you think that you live in this safe bubble that is America, endangering your child by going out into the sun for 4 days, sleeping on a tent surrounded by people that are on every substance under the sun. You're irresponsible. I don't care if you don't like the fact that I just said that, because it's true. Who in their right mind would not only put that themselves and their unborn child in that unnecessary extra risk, but on top of that, put that on top of the security, police, and medical staff that are working that festival, who will ultimately have to deal with whatever issues may arise from the fact that you are pregnant, who ultimately found that unalive child in that porta potty. That poor guy has to live with that image for the rest of your life because some dumb cunt couldn't give up a weekend of partying because she's pregnant. I loved music festivals in my 20s, and I watched them change slowly year over year. And those that came before me would say the same thing. They watched them change. They watched them go from very small things, under 1,000 people, to 10,000 people. I watch these festivals go from 10,000 people to 80,000 people, and I have watched the quality of people continuously go down. You know, there's this concept, for those of you that don't know anything about this, PLUR, peace, love, unity, and respect. And this used to be everywhere when I first came into the scene. And it was even then, it was starting to weaken. The light was dying. But still that ember burned until today. Because so many people that are not about that life, so many people that are not truly in tune with PLUR, with community, the people that want to play, they've infiltrated it because of corporations that have taken over the entire scene. And now it's just this monstrosity full of people that have no idea where they are or what they're actually doing. People that do not understand the customs and the culture of the world that they're performatively embracing, let's say. Everything falls. Every subculture and scene gets infiltrated by moneyed interests that turn it into something that it never was. But this isn't even about that. This is about irresponsible people refusing to give up a good time because of the duties they have brought upon themselves. And I am sick of it. If you're in the scene, if you like festivals, if you're into EDM, start calling these people out. Quit acting like everything is just, oh, love and light, let live. Because the fact of the matter is, there are plenty of scumbags in this scene that need to be called out. And it's not just the creepy dudes trying to hit on chicks when they're messed up. It is just as much irresponsible mothers like this. Just as much thieves. There is so much douchebaggery in the EDM scene. That's why I'm not there anymore. That's why I don't go to festival anymore. That's why I don't go to concerts anymore. You know, I mean, I have kids now, you know, I'm kind of old, I'm kind of boring, don't get me wrong. That plays into it too. But a lot of me becoming boring had to do with me getting sick and tired of seeing these people that preach love and light and unity and community and PLUR, and then do the shittiest things to the closest people to them. It is now your responsibility to call these people out.